Good morning. My name is Elise Gottesman, and I am the lead social worker at the Martha Elliott Health Center in Jamaica Plain. Thank you for this opportunity to testify. I'm going to ask you to picture yourself as the single mother of 2 children, 1 week after having a C-section and delivering your baby. Imagine the joy and excitement of having a new child, the pain of having been through a major surgery, the grogginess that comes with the lack of sleep and having been up all night with your child, and now imagine that you are homeless. You have no family in the area. You have stretched your friend's hospitality to the limits. Picture yourself moving from living room floor to living room floor on a daily basis. Your friends complaining that you are taking up too much space. Your baby crying too much. Imagine your relief in knowing that the government provides a safety net, somewhere for you to be safe when your friends say you cannot stay here anymore. Social workers tell you you can go to the DHCD and request emergency shelter and that you should qualify because you have been couch surfing for months. Now, imagine the shame, hurt, and embarrassment you feel when you are interrogated by the DHCD worker about your life history, about the decisions you made, when you are spoken to rudely and dismissively, when you beg and cry for a place to stay and you are told that you do not qualify for emergency shelter. The caseworker tells you you do not qualify because she believes you have somewhere to stay, but she doesn't tell you where that place is, and it does not exist. As a social worker at a community health center, this story is all too familiar to me. I have sat there and witnessed many overburdened parents with no options. These parents have presented themselves to DHCD, the agency tasked with providing them and their children with a safe place to stay, and they were denied shelter, sometimes numerous times. They turned to my coworkers and I to find them alternative, non-DHCD shelters. I have spent hours on the phone to no avail. Options for homeless families are very limited to non-existent. I support the legislator and the administration's effort to invest in permanent long-term housing, but the administration's abandonment of those most in need, those with no safe shelter to turn to, is inhumane. Children who are patients at our health center report that they are too anxious about being homeless to sleep at night, that they fall asleep at school, and their parents report behavioral changes in their children, newly aggressive behaviors, and an onset of depression in their young children since their families became homeless. With nowhere to turn, many of our patients worry that they will soon be living on the streets. Must they actually spend the night with their young children in a park, in a T station, in a car, before qualifying for emergency shelter? For the mother of the newborn baby I mentioned, the imminent possibility that she could be sleeping in the T station with her baby is an emergency. Why does not the DHCD also see that as an emergency? I urge you to take the necessary steps to protect the health and safety of young children by investing more money now in affordable